Gentlemen, welcome back. If you want to boost your testosterone production naturally, there's a lot of different strategies that you can implement, but getting your nutrition right is the #1 thing that you can do. In this video, I will show you the strategies that I use to kick my own testosterone production into high gear. If you're like me and you want to turn back the clock on aging and you're looking for the best strategies to accomplish that, then subscribe to my video channel and click the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. If you're a guy who's getting a little bit older and you've decided that you want to look and feel, and more importantly, perform like you did a decade or so ago, then you probably already know that restoring your testosterone to optimal levels is going to be key. In this video, the first in a series of 3, I'm going to show you the strategies that I've developed to boost my own testosterone to optimal levels. My name is Lance Hitchings, and I created this channel to record what I've learned, the conclusions that I've drawn, the techniques that I've decided to implement based on those conclusions, and the results that I've gotten from those techniques, all in the quest to turn back the clock on aging. One of the things that you need to do to accomplish that is to optimize your testosterone production. And nutrition plays a huge role in that process. Now, as I've explained before, nutrition is a hugely complex subject, but in this video, I'll begin the journey to a complete understanding of the role that nutrition plays in your health by explaining how nutrition impacts your testosterone production. What a concept, right? That what you put in your body, what you eat, has a huge impact on how well it performs. Now, as you may know, the primary reason that I started this channel was to record the various strategies that I've tried and to share the results that I got from those strategies. And one of the things that I did was I purchased a course on testosterone nutrition from sixpackabs.com. Now, there's some things I like and some things I don't like about that course and that company. But in that video, Clark Bartram, the guy who made the video, he makes the point that you can be doing everything else right, but if you don't have your nutrition right, nothing that you do to raise your testosterone levels is going to work. And it's true. You can be exercising right, you can be getting a good night's sleep, you can be eliminating stress from your life. But if you're not eating to support your testosterone production, none of that is going to make any difference. Now, as always, I'll be starting out this discussion on testosterone and nutrition at the 60,000 foot level, just laying out some broad concepts and ideas. And then I'll be delving into more detail in subsequent videos. Now, nutrition can impact a variety of different aspects of your testosterone production. And one of those aspects is how lean or how fat you are. If you're carrying around a lot of extra weight, then that spare tire is partially the result of a lot of poor nutritional choices that you've made in the past. And you're going to have to get rid of it through exercise and good nutrition if you want to see a big spike in your testosterone production. If you take in or consume more calories than your body burns, you'll gain weight. And that weight will more than likely take the form of fat. Fat is stored in the body in a type of tissue called adipose tissue. And adipose tissue acts like an organ in that it doesn't just sit there. It processes chemical compounds, and it produces and expresses or excretes other chemical compounds like enzymes. So adipose tissue produces an enzyme, a type of enzyme called aromatase. And aromatase can convert testosterone into estrogen. That's right, the fat in your body actually converts your testosterone into estrogen. And this produces a double whammy on your testosterone levels by lowering your testosterone levels while at the same time elevating your estrogen levels. Now, estrogen, as you know, is the female hormone, and it can make the body even more prone to adding weight as fat. As the estrogen promotes higher levels of body fat, this new fat produces even more aromatase, which in turn lowers your testosterone levels and elevates your estrogen levels even more. But that's not all. High levels of body fat can suppress the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, or HPG. In my video entitled Everything You Need to Know About Testosterone, I explain the critical nature of HPG and testosterone production. So when your body needs more testosterone, like for example, after your muscle tissue has been ripped by a weightlifting exercise and it needs to be repaired, it signals the hypothalamus, which in turn secretes a hormone called gonadotropin-releasing hormone, or GnRH. The GnRH travels to the pituitary gland, which is located in the back of the brain. When the pituitary gland detects the GnRH, it in turn expresses two hormones called gonadotropins into the bloodstream. These two hormones, called follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH, and luteinizing hormone, or LH, travel through the bloodstream down to the testicles, or the gonads, where the luteinizing hormone stimulates the Leydig cells to produce more testosterone. But high levels of body fat can suppress that entire pathway, reducing and suppressing your testosterone production. And just as high levels of body fat can promote lower levels of testosterone, low levels of testosterone can in and of itself promote higher levels of body fat. Now this is in addition to the higher levels of body fat that is promoted by the adipose tissue in your body. So this is like the worst kind of vicious circle, where high levels of body fat produce low testosterone, which in turn produces higher levels of body fat, which in turn produces even lower levels of testosterone. Getting rid of that extra weight, getting rid of that spare tire is absolutely critical if you want to optimize your testosterone levels. Now let me say that again because it is that important. If you want to get your testosterone up to optimal levels, then you are absolutely going to have to get rid of that extra weight. Okay, I think this is probably a good place to take a break. In my next video in this series, I'm going to be talking about how nutrition impacts your testosterone production in ways other than your weight. If you like this video, if you found this content informative, then please subscribe to my video channel, share it with your friends and on your social media, hit the like button, and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.